crap, YouTube. It's Heir's Lost United Provinces campaign. Back for a limited time only to show you what may have been if I hadn't gotten the new computer and lost the file. So yes, here you're seeing my men charge down these Spanish troops who are defending Brussels. So the Dutch are going to retake Brussels, and here is the massive bayonet charge into the inferior Spanish defenders, who are going to be driven off and scattered and suffer the painful consequences of defying the United Provinces, reuniting. So in any case, there we go. I have just scattered the last of the remaining Spanish troops on the map, and let's head back to the campaign map and I'll show you what's going on. Alright, so here is the result of that battle. It was a complete and total loss. Here's the kills. My line infantry is of course going to do well because I've researched like the square formation and the best bayonets, and I've also researched fire by rank. So I'm a little bit ahead of most of the other factions at this point when it comes to infantry. And the reason I wanted to start this when I did is because I'm going to get to invade Paris next and make the French pay for declaring war on me early in the game and giving me so much trouble. Let me show you what's been going on in India. In India, I have allied with the Mughal Empire and helped to crush the Marathas Confederacy, which is a little bit different than the original United campaign or Provinces campaign that you saw. So the Marathas Confederacy is in severe danger of becoming extinct. I've got a fleet over here and troops, and I have been decimating the Marathas Confederacy. In fact, I think I have a couple of fleets, or maybe this is the only one I got around here. Yeah, I think this is the only fleet I got around here, and this one needs to be repaired. So yeah, I've been fighting off a whole bunch of different attacks. Oh, yeah, look, there's this Marathas Confederacy fleet in here. I bet they got a bunch of trash ships. This would be actually pretty interesting to show you a naval battle. So I will send these troops down here to knock these Maratha ships out, and we'll get a fight started here. So this is my VOC infantry and some of my VOC cav. So the Dutch are definitely expanding in India. I pretty much own southern India and Ceylon. Oh, I thought this was the Marathas fleet. Yeah, that's no fun. I'll just auto-resolve this because there's nothing to see there. I do want to show you some naval footage if I get the chance. I love how their guys got to run away still. That's brilliant. Oh well, I don't really care. I do need to, well, it looks like they're already going to heal. And I need to repair this fleet, but the docks are damaged. Repair cost. I can probably just go down to a different dock and see if I can repair these guys so that I can use them on a near turn, which would be fun because it actually looks like there is a Marathas. Well, there's not much Marathas Navy left. And there's not a whole lot of pirates left either, because if you take a look at the Americas here, the Dutch are now in control of most of the Caribbean islands here, and also the northern part of South America. I've even taken Hispaniola and Cuba. Now the British are my allies, so I won't be attacking them, but I was thinking what I may do is take the army that just captured Cuba, and I might go invade Spanish-held Florida, just for your entertainment. So a Dutch invasion of Florida. So yes, let's take care of a couple of these fun things. So I do need to end some turns though, so I'm going to skip that part so that you don't have to be bored with it, and I'll come back whenever it's time for the invasion of some of these provinces. Oh yeah, the siege of Paris is underway. This is the military fort outside of town. I've got my men ready to scale the walls, which is what I will go ahead and click orders for now. And then as soon as I capture one of the gates, I will run my cab inside. On the other flank, I've got some grenadiers doing some work for me. In fact, I figured it would be kind of fun to grenade out this artillery unit, even though I'll probably get hit by some canister shot or something while attempting to do so, but I figured it'd be fun to show you the graphics. All my line infantry, like I said, are scaling the walls right now, and they're going into mostly armed citizenry units, but the fort does add a substantial morale boost. Let's watch the grenading. My guys are hitting themselves with their own grenades. That was pretty funny, actually. Anyway, after grenading many of my own men, I'll go ahead and run forward and get my grenadiers into into combat on the walls. So I think I'll bring one of my generals up over here, and then I'll try and bring the other general up in this vicinity, and then I'll get my cav ready to run through one of the gates if I can. Now it is going to be a tough melee fight, like I said, because just in the fort, you know, they get a massive bonus to morale. My men are statistically speaking better, but we'll see what happens. It's going to be a dicey fight because there's a lot of men up here. I am using the blood and smoke mod, but it doesn't give you any blood or anything for melee, which is unfortunate because that would be pretty sweet with all these bayonet stabbings going on. I'm going to go ahead and scale the wall with these guys. And it looks like there's some wavering going on over here. Unfortunately, right now it's not my troops. Let's hope it stays that way. Some of my line infantry are taking a pretty savage beating in this full-on assault. And this was the most protected wall that the French had. Maybe not the best place to do my assault, but I figured for the sake of giving you some action in the video that this would be the best. So here's the defenders of Paris being cut down by their new United Provinces overlords, who will surely rule with an iron fist over the city of Paris. Some of my guys have already busted through, it looks like, so I need to go ahead and commit them into elsewhere in the fight. I've got other troops still scaling the walls, but getting just pummeled over here, it looks like. I don't know if we've captured the gatehouse at this point. It doesn't look like it. But perhaps if I put my general up close here, it'll help inspire these men. Put these grenadiers. It says I've captured a wall somewhere. Oh yes, I have captured this gatehouse now. So now would be the time to try and get my cavalry up here. Sorry, I'm trying to quick attack orders here. Give me just a second. Get my grenadiers working this. Grenadiers are very tough in a melee, so they should do very well in this type of fight, but they will eventually get tired out, obviously. And then, like I said, the morale difference due to the fortifications is massive, which is the main reason why my men are going to suffer. But I will try, once my men have gotten done with one fight, I'll try and group them up in other spots where they can be useful. And let's see if I can get my cavalry into the fort. Technically I should be able to, but there's some issues with the gates not working right sometimes in siege battles. So let's see what we can do. This should help turn the fight into my favor even more. My grenadiers seem to be owning over here. Oh wow, this unit of Firelock armed citizenry has come out. I wonder if my general's bodyguard would be able to kill them. We'll find out. Let's keep moving my troops into the fight. I am getting my cav into the fort. There's some line infantry down here that I'm a little bit worried about, just because it'll bog down this kind of crappy cav that I have. It looks like getting my general over here did good. My line infantry are all holding steady. Looks like this general's bodyguard did shatter the firelocked armed citizenry out here, and this unit is pretty much gone, so I'm going to run my grenadiers down into the fort level. My men are fighting their way down this ramp, and my guys are mopping up their gendarmerie here, which is kind of like a provincial cav unit, basically. So, yep, looks like the fight is definitely going to my favor, so Paris will soon be under the command of Heir's forces of the United Provinces. So, take that, history. How do you like it when I rewrite you? I like it, actually. I think it's kind of cool. In my own not-so-humble opinion there. Alright, so it looks like I'll be moving up and capturing the fort. I'll let you watch the rest of this fight. Definitely looking like it's going to my favor, though. Ooh, man, that's a Bulkelly's regiment. These guys are actually a pretty freaking good unit. No wonder this fight's taking a while. But I'm going to charge some more units down the ramp. Adam, check this out. Oh, that's hilarious. And it looks like there's gendarmerie is gone. My men are now mopping into some of this line infantry here. Got my grenadiers coming up from behind. These guys are very tired. Understandably so. They've been through quite the fight. But they are not done yet. I need them to continue the assault. Over here, this French unit is still defending, and now it's 2 minutes until the battle is over. Let's watch the exhausted charge of my grenadiers here, who can barely run after having climbed the walls and done everything else. I love it when they drop their bayonets and go in for the charge, though. It's so cool. It's so awesome. I love it. My guys are tired and everything, but I do love it when they drop their bayonets and go in for the charge. Die, sucker! Gotta love that epic Empire Total War feel. This game is amazing. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the savage taking of Paris. So the battle is now over. What's that, YouTube? You've never heard of the Dutch invasion of Spanish-controlled Florida? Well, you have now. So welcome to the last part of what I'm going to do for my Lost campaign episode here. You can see my men killing these Spanish troops on the wall. And over here we need to go ahead and scale the walls. So let's go ahead and start taking some of these troops up the wall, where they will be unopposed, and I will leave my other troops to lay down fire and hopefully kill some of these Spanish troops. My guys will probably take a lot more losses than the Spanish troops just because they have the cover of the walls. So you can see that my guys are going to take a pretty savage beating for a minute, but once I get my guys on the wall, I can start to rectify that. For now, I'm going to let my guys just simply fire back and cause what damage they can. Now, they will cause some damage. It won't be huge, but it'll be enough to at least keep these troops busy and allow these guys to go up the walls unopposed. So the grapplers are in place, and my men are going to now start scaling the walls of this fort. So here they go, my valiant Dutch troops. Good job, men, good job. So I'm not sure I have a whole lot of it. Yeah, now look, the Spanish are moving that way. And now that their attention has turned to the guys coming up the walls, I'll go ahead and move the remainder of my men up the walls so that I can support. Because these guys will start getting thrashed pretty bad, to be honest. Whoops. I don't need to do that. I want to get all my men into melee here. Here's my men charging down the walls to confront the Spanish defenders. Little did these guys know that the Dutch wanted to be the first to open Disneyland, and they want to rewrite history that day, or I shouldn't say Disneyland, Disney World, and Universal Studios. It can be called like United Provinces Studios now. It'll still be pretty much the same. Alright, just kidding. Lame jokes aside. So here's my men duking it out with these defenders. Pretty sweet. I love the epic feel of battles on Empire Total War. I really wish they would remake this game at some point, add some cool blood effects, update the graphics, fix some of the bugs. This game really was amazing. Like, I love Empire Total War, I really do. It's an awesome game. So here's my men finishing scaling the walls over here and getting into it with these armed citizenry. And then same thing on this side, my guys are coming up here and taking out these armed citizenry. Getting revenge for their fallen comrades. Pretty sweet. And the fort will give these guys a pretty large combat bonus, but my line infantry is just so much more experienced and then like has better technology, like probably better bayonets and everything. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if the Spanish troops here, yeah, okay, they do have bayonets. I love that noise. There is no blood effects, like I said, unfortunately, when you're in melee. That would be cool, but there's not. It looks like these Firelock armed citizenry have already died, so I'm going to go ahead and start running these guys down to the floor. And then these Firelock armed citizenry are nearly dead. Looks like these guys here need to get into this fight, so I'll sandwich these Spaniards here in the center. So check it out, now we got the sandwich effect going on. So these Spaniards are going to get a pretty terrible bayoneting. Man, what a way to go by the bayonet. Rough stuff. The visceral pain of close quarters combat. Wow, that's going to be gruesome. Alright, so my men are now running down into the base of the fort where the only defending units is this regiment of horse, and then they have a 3-pounder horse artillery somewhere down here too, I think. Yeah, right here. Not really concerned about the artillery. I'll line up and see if I can take some shots at that cab. If not, I'll just form a square and should be able to kill it. The remainder of the guys on the wall are falling rapidly. You can see these Spaniards are surrounded and being stabbed to death, beaten to death, trampled on, and hopefully urinated on afterwards. No, I'm just kidding. Man, I'm cruel. No, I won't be that cruel to the Spanish defenders. At least not yet. Alright, let's see if I can get these guys into position. I'm going to finish off these line units. They've got a pretty fair number of men left, but not for long. They're going to be dropping like flies up here. This game would be so much cooler with some blood effects, but it's still pretty darn cool. I love the epic bayonet fights these guys get into. And my guys down here are lining up to fire, so they should be opening fire on this cavalry. I'll let you watch that. Like you guys waiting on Christmas? Start shooting. Oh, they gotta reload. Didn't realize that. They seriously just miss? Oh no, they're shooting at the artillery. No one cares about that artillery. It's not gonna do anything anyway. Alright, that's so funny how this Spanish cab just gonna sit here stoically and take the shooting. Probably not the smartest thing, honestly. But since when again has the AI made smart decisions? Alright, looks like the Spaniards on the wall are pretty much finished, so I'm going to go ahead and bring the remainder of my troops down. So the St. Augustine is now going to be under the control of the Dutch troops. Let's watch the final bayonet charge of my men here into this cav. I love how the cav like turning their back and running away. They're like, no, please. So, push them right on out of the center of the fort. Absolutely fine with me. So the fight's gonna start. Get him, men. Man, that guy's pretty brave. He's just like, bring it, you horse turds. And this is pretty much turd cavalry. It's not worth much. That's what you get for turning your back on me. You're gonna get shot. In any case, it looks like I've pretty much got this all wrapped up. I hope you enjoyed this YouTube. This was kind of a fun look at a what if Heir had continued the United Provinces campaign, and apparently this is what would have happened. He would have gone on some crazy stunts, capturing parts of the world that historically did not belong to the Dutch, but hey, why not? It's fun. Everybody loves it. So, anyway, Heir of Carthage, signing off for now. Hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for tomorrow's video. You never know what you're going to get.